All right, welcome into a special holiday edition of the Babel stream. In all honesty, I was very tempted just to call it, but I figured why break my streak here? So we're going to have a short stream tonight. I just came home from a holiday barbecue where I was barbecuing for a while, and I still need to do a recording because I guess we're into wildfire season, because I had a notification that my power may go out earlier, so I didn't dare record. So luckily the power did not go out, but I didn't get the work done either, so a little bit of a fail on that. So we will probably stick to a single run tonight, just a shorty, just to say that we did, and then we'll return to regular schedule on Wednesday. Hopefully everyone had a good holiday off. I hope you had it off at least, or at least had some good food or whatnot. My personal favorite is the mud pie. It was absolutely delicious. First cheeseburgers I barbecued of the year too. It turned out very well, especially since it was the first barbecue of the year. So pretty pleased with that. I'm not expecting too many people in here tonight. Hey Shinosuke, hey Broad, hopefully you're doing all right. I wasn't planning on doing Down with the Ship. I do want to go on the record and say that. I really wasn't. This has literally become my comfort food apparently. Just still really enjoying the game, frankly. It was very hard to draw myself away. I was prepping for a different video this morning, so hopefully I'll get that laid down after we're done with stream here. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying this game. It's got that perfect scratch Babel's itches of planning builds and organizing things and just one more run and nice short runs, hour, maybe two tops. Very nice. Hey Gray, how's it going? All right, like I said, I don't expect this to be too hopping tonight. Do you guys have a character that you'd particularly like to see? I was kind of leaning towards doing our drill sergeant. We haven't done him yet. He gives us some ammo and he charges crew members that he's looking at as he yells at them. And he also can upgrade crew members. So that would be pretty nice. If we check our codex, not there. If we check our codex, if we look at Renegade Imperium, these are Renegade items. We'll have gunners, combat medics, and mercenaries. All three of those are actually pretty good to both level up and to go faster. We also have lots of ammo items, so I'm kind of thinking we're going to go with maybe a ammo build if we play him. We also have that nuclear warhead. We were seeing a lot of that in our high rank games recently. Maybe we could try to do a nuke build. That could be kind of fun. Track missiles are kind of interesting. They put radar on enemy ships. Yeah, all pretty decent stuff. But I'm not married to the idea. I could be convinced that run something else. I decided to try this game out. I'm nearly as good at it as Backpack Battles. Is that good or bad? Yeah, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but I believe the demo is still live. Somebody maybe correct me on that. But the demo was very generous too. So if you're still not sure about it, maybe check and see if that's still up. Seems much more. Oh, I'm not nearly as good at it. Demo is still live. Nice. Yeah, man. We were talking about this on stream the other night, but man, glory to the demo return. In the dark ages where we didn't have demos, it really sucked. It really sucked. I'm so glad that Steam has Next Fest. I would strongly credit them about 98% with the return of demos. All right, nobody else seems to have too much of an opinion. Let's do a Rocco Drill Sergeant run. Let's actually think what we want. So I have played him before once. I have not made a video on him. I now played everybody, by the way. So we could do surplus ammo. Yeah, right. We were talking about this. For every ammo, your weapon items charge 0.5% faster. So if we had 50 ammo, we would charge 25% faster. 8 max ammo. Do we have another ammo item? I'm sure we do. That would raise our ammo even higher. Weapons gain 0.35 damage but some extra cooldown. Okay, that's a maybe. That's a maybe. We already have surplus ammo. I'm sure there must be one more. Let's see what else. Might be something I don't have unlocked. I'm willing to buy them too if we see something that would make our run. Remote detonator. Projectiles have 15% chance to explode on impact, dealing 1.5% damage. Ah, here it is. The weapons crate. The first shop roll always contains a weapon. Gain 15 max ammo. We probably go with that. If we're gonna do it, the other item that does cooldown for ammo, we would want to raise our maximum. Extra fuel, reinforced plating. I doubt we're gonna see anything. Okay, so I think we'll pick that up. We'll go ahead and we'll drop our accuracy for that. Is it better to get as many guns as you can or focus on one gun as much as possible? Like many things in these type of games, it depends. So, oh hey, he changed the money. It's now salvage. Apparently we've had a patch today. Hang on a second, let's look at that. To answer your question, it depends. For me, in the very early game, alpha strikes are better, and doubly so if you can have a weapon that fires each type of ammo. So one electric, one fuel, and one ballistic, because it's better to get the damage out quick and just win the DPS race. At some point, you're trading efficiency and space as you combine up your weapons. So it really depends. I mean, we've had runs where we only ran one weapon and we were doing our damage in other ways. I've seen ships with no weapons on them. Conversely, we fought some people who had like 10 different weapons and basically could fire once and then we're out of ammo. I love that we have demos again. Now I can stop arguing stuff and just try it before I buy it. Yeah, I'm so glad that we have those back. And you know, the next specs things are really, really good. They help developers a lot. Like, developers really, really, really want to get wish lists during the next fests. Like, that's a big thing for them. So I try to do my best to show off some of the cooler ones, but there's just, you know, so many of them. Okay, that's not actually what I want. I want to look at news. Okay, so we have had patches. Rust button, added a random mode. Okay, this definitely was a coin last time I streamed. So we must not have the newest patch notes in here yet. Did a chef run yesterday where I had a large, fast crew with a trusty sidearm and one main weapon. 28 turns, so it went really good. Yeah. I want to do another merchant run at some point with the gems and some more crew weapons. I didn't have them all unlocked last time. Okay, let's stick into this. Like I said, we're probably only doing one run tonight. I'm starting late and I still need to do a recording, so yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Hopefully our drill sergeant Rocco is gonna go well. So we're gonna switch this out for the weapon crate. Okay, so for every ammo we have, we shoot faster. We get a little bit of ammo, but more importantly, we raise our cap, and we raise our cap again. So we're gonna have a cap of, what is it? Normally it's 50, so that would be 73. So 36% faster for all of our weapons if we're at max ammo. And remember, ammo itself gives you a 1% damage reduction. So we're gonna really want a lot of ammo. Basically, we're gonna really want to go all in on ammo. Okay, so we start with 2 fighter wings, which is excellent. I doubt we're gonna need more than that. We get a striker cannon, a weapon I really like but hardly ever pick. So it's a little slow. That's my problem with it. The 8.57 is a long time, but it's relatively accurate, and it removes a buff on hit. So I assume that this will go up in burst numbers. If we could get this thing to shoot really fast, we could use it to strip off plating or recovery or whatever other buffs the enemy's running. So that's a little bit of a light weapon though, frankly. And we also start with a combat thruster. So again, even more speed. So we're gonna look probably for some big, heavy hitting, slow weapons that we're gonna speed up, and we're gonna use our percentage damage to make them very deadly. That's my thought process, at least. That also means we're probably okay with some weight, which I normally avoid, as you know. Although not tonight after that mud pie, let me tell you. All right, let's do it. Rocco, let's go.
You want to make it home? I'm gonna get you there.
All right, thank you, Rocco. Rocco the drill sergeant. Okay, so already we have a burst, we have an auto can. Now, unfortunately, those both use ammo, which I'm not really loving. We have some fuel. We have a ion drive that's on sale. I would like to get some kind of engine because this consumes speed as its cost. So I would like to get something that gives us speed. I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna grab the stainless. We're gonna grab that. And just for looks for now, we'll do this. Actually, we'll do this.
Showing them how it's done.
All right, I've got 11 gold left. We could get energized hull. We're probably not going to focus on electricity this run, but just having electricity is good. These are not, either one of these is not really the weapon I would want to keep. And fuel, also not something I'd really want to keep. I'm gonna re-roll that.
That's using your head, champ.
Okay, I think we'll grab a second stainless. So lots of space. That also gives us 20% rust and 20% acid resist. The old cog will. We could do an extra re-roll, but oh, and it does rust on the enemy ship. This thing is just so bloody big. I wish this was a 2x1. I don't think so. I'm definitely getting galvanized plate. I am definitely in the cult of the galvanized. This is very unfortunate. We did not get a weapon this time around. That is very unfortunate. All right, I think having the better speed and radar is probably better than having one thing in defense. We're probably going to lose this first battle.
Again.
Ghosted. All right, so he's going to ion us. He's got a, is that the fire laser? No, the cracking laser. And he actually has a little bit of healing. We do have a lot more HP than he does. And we are able to strip his buffs, so that's something. Yeah, we can knock that speed back. I think he's gonna end up outdoing us, though. I don't think we get this. Yeah, definitely. Although we have stripped off all the buffs, which is really, really nice.
Off the ship, or we're dead in the water.
Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy, fire. Ah, closer than we had. You had two, well, yeah, I had two I didn't want. One defeat. Yeah, they've definitely changed this. This used to be a gold coin, which didn't really make a ton of sense. So now I guess we fight for salvage. Okay, oh, here we go. A proton laser. It does use electricity. I do like diversifying my damage types. We do have a source of electricity. I definitely am gonna get that. I do think I need a second weapon if we're gonna have any chance. Not something I want to keep, but I would like to win some fights. I definitely want some plating. And having at least something that is fuel income is also kind of nice. I think we're gonna do that. Well, no, we're gonna do that. All right, we'll change these up. That's just for visual sake. All right, both of them are buffed with a chance for fire. We are gonna lose electricity, but it is what it is. Take my free reroll.
Not good enough for you?
Track missile we probably want. We're not gonna have a good source of radar, and that's one way we can get some and a scientist. I'm gonna let this go.
I like it.
Hopefully we'll get one another time. Fuel. I'm probably gonna stick with the electric engine because I think we're gonna try to do some rockets, and rockets use fuel. So we'll mainly use our electricity for our engines. At some point we'll dump this one. All right.
Battle stations.
We'll see what we can do with that. Curios. Hello, Curios. He's got some repair. He's got upgrade increase. Look at that. One weapon of each type of resource. Yep. That's gonna let him fire for a long, long time. All right, I think we're just coming down to pure luck here more than anything else. Come on, come on. Come on. Nice, okay. I'm glad we got the second weapon. We definitely would have died without that. Okay, the number one choice of the entire run. What did we get? A reactor core. I'm not really into a lot of the factory things. I mean, obviously the freight engine would be good. We have a strike optimizer that's on sale. Crit chance and criticals give cracks. That could be pretty good. Increased scaling could be good. Crackling core. I don't think that's for this run. A workbench that would give me stronghold items. I was really hoping we'd have Valorant Federation or whatever, and we would get that from the strike optimizer. Waste pump. I do like waste pump. Those builds can be pretty ridiculous. I don't think this is a waste pump run though. So I think we're gonna go strike optimizer. This will open up being able to get pilots and officers, which are really, really, really nice to have. Plus some other buffing items. Combat mechs are renegades, so we have those natively. We have the mercenary, the combat medic, and the gunner. All right, I'm gonna grab this, and this does not need to be manned. Another bonus for it. We'll plunk it right there. So, a little bit more crit chance, so not stellar. I mean, 1 in 5, basically. Or one might say a 21% chance. The cracks will be nice because that's just extra damage. All right, we could diversify into fuel if I pick up this missile, so I will. Now, is there a way I can buff all of these? Yes, if you go there. Now we're buffing all of them, and our computer's buffing all of them. We're making both. Do we want to do missiles faster? Cooldown 10 seconds, 7.5. 8.7. I think I would rather fire the missile faster so that we get radar. Shinosky would have voted Stronghold. What would we get out of Stronghold, though? The pipe gun. We don't want the Rust Mutant. We don't want the Armorer. Yeah, I don't know. I find Stronghold hard to splash because they're so tied in with Rust. Another stainless. Okay, this is the laser I would prefer rather than this one that starts fires. I actually would prefer the cracks, I think. I like this. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Now we have 30% rust and 30% acid resist. That feels good. At some point we're gonna start running into acid builds. We got $5. Do I trade the laser out for the one I want? If I sold you, you'd be $2. Also, a stronghold item gives you more scaling healing alongside converting health to armor. Armor Forge is also neat, but a legendary, yeah. We've had it a couple times. I've never picked it up. I always look at it like longingly, but it's so bloody big. It's just so bloody big. I think we go with the extra power. Yeah, I think we go extra power here. I hope I don't regret that.
Prepare to get
I'm gonna leave that locked though. This is not the laser I'd prefer if I'm gonna use one. Yeah, see, I haven't had much luck with Crag. I definitely need to try him again. I don't think our run with him went particularly well. Oh man, how come you got all the armor, all the ammo stuff I want? That's not fair. Yeah, we need both of those items. We need a whole bunch more ammo. Okay, well, I had exactly the amount of HP we needed.
Lads. Time for drills from dawn till dusk.
It'd also be nice to get a crew member so we could actually use his ability. We've already wasted it once. In fact, saying that out loud, I think I better get a scientist.
Fine work. Fine work.
Okay, I'm doing it. You know what? We'll do this. With that one on the ropes of probably getting sold relatively soon. More power that I don't really want. There's some ammo. Okay, a slug cannon. I do like slug cannons. I think we're gonna hold out for something bigger though. A gunner, I definitely want a gunner. All right, how are we gonna make this work? All right, what if... go there, you go there? That's still no good. Man, I really wish these had the corners on them. All right, you go there. So we're gonna focus in on the missile damage. I think this just goes with goodbye. I think we're just done with that. And then we still need this. All right, we're gonna be super awkward here. All right, we'll do that. Krieg's only really good if you get Imperium because he usually suffers from low health. But if you get healing, Craig is really powerful. Yeah, Igor's, I think, should be my favorite character, but I just haven't figured out how to get him enough healing. So I like Tribal Mother better. She just feels easier out of the box, but I feel like Igor has a much higher ceiling. Like maybe if you had a waste pump build or something with him, that would be better. Why do you keep giving me all these other things? All right, I do want some more ammo. I want all of these things.
I like it.
I don't hate the slug thrower though. I feel like this is just a good, reliable weapon. All right, if we did this, the pump can go support something else. We do that. We could fit you in. I think we're up in our damage. And to that end, yeah, we will charge the missile, I think. Charge by 15%. Okay, we're boosting everything except for that laser. Got $6 left. Let's get some more ammo. I have not felt particularly lucky on our store choices so far. Hey, Mello, how's it going? Did you do anything for Memorial Day? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, missile.
Done and dusted. Fine work all around.
Do remember, we're getting that extra cooldown from having that ammo. I think that might have been the difference there. Yeah, sometimes it's nice just not doing anything.
Is a winning piece.
A mega bomb. I don't think we're doing mega bomb build. Then again, we do have excess ways to charge faster than we should be able to. The lead. Speaking of. Yeah, see, this is what I keep talking about, though. I wish I knew what our lobby was so that I could be like, hey, that guy's probably going to build radiation. I'll take a lead hole. If I take this and then we don't find anyone who has radiation, it's frankly just terrible. Just learned something new. I feel stupid when holding shift to view upgrades. You can scroll up and down to see the various levels. Oh, that's a good tip. I didn't know that either. Oh. Well, thanks for sharing with the class. You can be at the front of the line today. That's a really good tip. I mean, I kind of mentally just do the math, but it's nice to be able to see that. And there's a few items that don't scale linearly. See the banana, for example. Okay, what are we doing here? I do not want to pass up a combat medic. I definitely do not want to pass up a combat medic. So I think we're going to grab her and we're going to do this. So if we get low, she causes him to activate twice, and every time he activates, he charges her by 25%. So we get a little synergy going on there. I feel like we need some more damage. And if we're going to do that, we may as well get some more power. Do we hold on to the big boy? I don't think so. I don't think that's what we're doing this time around. Okay, I'll save that. Okay, ammo and a person. I feel like getting the extra ammo, and that also gets us some extra radar.
Oh, it's done.
So we start with 3 radar, that's an extra 12% chance to hit. We have a decent amount of speed, although we're never going to cloak at our current setup because our combat thruster uses up our speed. But that's okay, that gives us a lot of charges for our combat thruster to hopefully just burn everyone down. And we are buffing every weapon, so we're still good there. And everybody except for you. Yeah, everybody except for you are getting buffed. All right.
Starships on the hunt again.
Oma stricken. All right, Oma. Going spikes. All right, something kind of like what we did. Could have set yourself up so that this guy would be inside the Lily range. My only piece of feedback there. Boom. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Boom, but... Oh, exactly the amount of HP I needed. That's twice this run that we have won with 1 HP. I'd like to thank all of our weapon speed. A torpedo bay. 6 ammo capacity. I think we have to take this. And it allows us to start getting ammo items. We have not gotten any of the other ammo things, unfortunately. It's better to be lucky than good. Well, what if we're neither, Simba? What if we're neither? Okay, I do think I want this. I have literally no idea how we're gonna fit this in here. Would feel really bad to not have that there. Whoops, not have that there.
Fine work. Fine work.
And then... Oh, yeah. Okay, you go there, you go there, you go there. Okay, so we're gonna level up the medic. We still have the medic setup thing going on. We're still making use of the scientist. Okay, I'm gonna let the janitor go. Alright, give it to me. I'll save that. Let's look. The Imperial Barracks. Every 3 battles spawn a gunner. That would be good. And firepower is incredible. Dang it. And more plate and more ammo.
The best plays for later.
All right, well, the only thing I can currently fit with our current setup would be the power. So, oh, no, hold on. What if we did this? Is that what I want to do? I think I have to. I don't think we get a choice about that. Because I can't leave all this out there. But that actually doesn't need any speed, so I guess we buff that. Or we buff the ammo.
In position!
I think we'll buff the ammo. I got $10. We'll take the upgrades since I can use them right now. We'll keep those locked. Man, I really need... I thought we were way ahead of ship size, but I need more ship size. Okay, hey, look at this. He's already got ammo. I hate him. Splinter rounds. He's already got splitting. Okay, good hit. Good hit. Ow. Good hit for him, too. We don't have any lifesteal or anything, so yeah. Dang. That might have been our victory hit there. Unfortunate. Ouch. Okay, so I do think I want her. I would love to have 2 of them, but we'll just take the upgrade, I guess. I'm gonna grab that. A whole smasher. Okay, a tri-cannon. Tri-cannon is something we could build around. We also have magnetic rounds, which would give us lifelink.
Thinking long term.
I think we're gonna build around the tri-cannon. I think that's a weapon that's good enough that we can make something work. All right, let's. Oh, so you need to be fully on the ship. So I want it to be right here so that it gets both of the wings, so we get the full damage boost. All right, we're keeping the track missile. In fact, here, hang on. Let's just scrap our ship and start from scratch.
Not the right play.
Okay, so I'm gonna build it the same way it was. I just want to get everything off.
How it's done.
Also, again, if we were symmetrical, just saying. Just saying. Okay, so if you go there, and you go there, we could boost you with that. Now, what do you use? You use ammo. All right, we definitely will not be able to keep all of our ammo things. You have utility. You use a different ammo type. So I think slug cannon is goodbye. You were good while you lasted. You were like a slug cannon to me. All right, and then I think at the back of the ship, we set these up along with our cockpits. Don't really matter where those go. Then we have our gunner and our scientist and our fuel pump. And then our strike computer can still buff everybody. Then we end up not getting the torpedo bay. I mean, I definitely want that, but we just can't fit it currently. We could upgrade our striker cannon. I do like the hole smasher missiles. I like those quite a bit. That's another source of cracks. And it's on sale. I could replace both of these. And it would just go right here. It uses fuel, which we will start running out of. I don't think I want to sell these, but I think I do want that. So for $4, and then we can still get the ammo. Now this really needs to go in our torpedo launcher, but I can't fit the torpedo launcher. So we'll put it on the mortar for now. The lifelink, I think, is going to be pretty good. I think I have to let the Imperial Barracks go. As much as I really want that, the firepower is... But then again, the firepower is really good. It's really good. Alright, I don't have to make the decision right now. I guess we can run one. If I'm not going to keep our striker cannon, though, maybe I don't hold on to that. We'll just hold on to him. Alright.
Prepare to get bombarded.
We're still making ammo. We are losing a little bit of fuel. Oh my goodness, he already has an autocannon array. 2 lasers and an autocannon array, and a radar dish.
Good hustle.
And apparently some radiation.
Keep moving.
Alright, so we're putting some cracks on him. Yeah, okay. That's working alright.
Done and dusted.
Again, we almost died to radiation there, though. That's worrisome. That is quite worrisome. We definitely could use some more fuel, that's for sure. Okay, a weapon upgrade. I don't think I say no to that. Do I just need to let this go? Spawning a gunner would be so good. I do also like the idea of getting just some more starting ammo.
Fine work.
Okay, I think Striker's definitely done for. Got down to 1 HP max from radiation earlier today. Wow. Was fighting hordes of sewer mutants. Yeah. Radiation seems to be super meta right now. My last like 2 or 3 runs have all been radiation and acid, mostly in the late game. I wonder how often they clear that out. Like, am I fighting people from the same season, or are those old? Alright, I'm gonna buy this thing.
What?
I don't know, maybe I'll regret that later. I don't think we do a transporter pod. We're already gonna be getting people. A pilot would be really nice. Okay, we could fit you in here if I can wiggle something else around. I guess we get rid of our ammo. That feels really bad. I don't think that's a good idea. I think we'll get rid of our plate. Alright, I don't foresee that we're putting this laser back on either. Alright, I do want a pilot, even if we can't fit him currently. I think we let that go. I think a lot of it tends to be weighted but older builds. That's how these games do these things. Interesting. I know the seasons are kind of short, so I was wondering if maybe they cleared out every season. Alright, we got lots of good stuff that just really needs a home. Do we change out the barracks for our torpedo bay? If we had the torpedo bay, we could put the ammo for lifesteal and it would affect everybody. Then again, if I want to start spawning gunners, we need to get to work. Firepower is just a straight damage boost. The armor's not terrible. I think we're gonna run it like this. I really wish we had found some more flooring in here.
Last one at station does 500 jump squats.
Oh no, not 500. I would probably die if you made me do 500 jump squats. At least our ship looks relatively cool. We have that going for us. Oh, he's got a stupid starfire with a split on it. Oh, I hate that. That's not fair. And he cloaks at a bad time, but good enough for him. Ouch. Yeah, we just don't have that something yet. We're down to 2 lives. All right, well, some more. I definitely will take some more starting ammo.
Position!
Now we can look slightly less dumb. I still, or we could put this in. No, I still can't quite fit it. Could grab you. I don't think we're radar build. Ah. I will take that. All right, and we'll do this. Okay, now we're talking. All right, we're still gonna have to make this look kind of dumb, but it is what it is. All right, now everything has lifelink on it. We can still have our cockpits. My engines look better. And we can get a pilot in here. Definitely gonna upgrade that plate. I will upgrade the ammo. I think I'm gonna let that go. I am gonna lock the combat medic. All right, we're up to weight 2. So our ship itself is already weight 1. And then 1 more for the ammo. I'm not sure that would kill 2 people though, because I think that still counts as, the Starfire specifically says when you fire, I don't think split makes you fire twice, it just makes you hit twice. Although I didn't pay close attention to that. Because I was complaining the other day that the Starfire was killing people when it wasn't hitting my ship. Alright, well we get pooped on right away, that's great. Got another radiation build.
I never doubted you, you beautiful bastards.
Alright, lifesteal doing some work, but the radiation's already taking its toll. Doesn't matter how much I heal when my max HP is 14. Man. I'm starting to think that there's something that is meta. What would I do for a Klondike bar? Well, I just had mud pie, so not much at the moment. But in theory, I mean, I guess I would exchange some wealth for it. Alright, if you were upgraded, what you level? You level up really nice. How do you counter radiation? If we had a way to get rid of debuffs, we could slow it down, but it doesn't heal the radiation damage you've already taken. The lead plating that you can get has 20% resistance, but it also gives you a straight up weight. I just don't feel like that's a good counter item, because in any battle that doesn't have radiation, it does absolutely nothing but hurt you. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like radiation's a little overtuned at the moment, at least from the runs we've been seeing at this this level. Okay, we still have an empty space. I could get a janitor. A janitor would give us a little more healing. We also could just level up him some more. And that would also get us more healing. In fact, I think I'd rather just level him than get the janitor. And I think I'm even gonna let her go, and we're just gonna spend the money on him. I don't know if we're gonna make it far on this run. We may end up doing a second run here. I'm actually just gonna all in on him, I think. Well, hang on. Let me get my free reroll. I need the fuel pump more than I need another level. Okay, so we got him up to 5 ammo every 4.5 seconds and makes the crew member go faster, which is healing. And I'm gonna keep these separated, done, so that we get more fuel overall. Spare parts could be pretty good. I don't think I want to save it though. All right, is this gonna be a ridiculously bad run that we don't even get to 10 wins? I feel like our build's not bad. We would probably have beaten those other builds if we weren't taking the radiation damage, because our lifesteal is completely countered, which feels really bad. Yeah, pile those cracks on.
Broken, like a twig.
Okay, again, here comes a little bit of radiation, and it doesn't take much. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Yeah, and I mean, we can heal, but when your max HP is 30,
fine work all around.
Time to join him. It might be time to join him. That's interesting. I used to not run into radiation usually until past 10, which is why I was asking about when these builds get refreshed. It feels like I'm seeing more and more of those. 150% chance for a burn. I'm not feeling a burn. All right, now I would love a second gunner, but I don't think we're going to be able to fit him space-wise. Well, maybe. If we do this... Oh, that still doesn't get me him. That doesn't either. Feed a non-gym item. Alright, let's upgrade our missile. Gunner, an officer, okay. Oops, that is not what I want to do. I really wish you could lock flooring with like a hotkey. I do want an officer. He's gonna need to go there. And then you could go there and you could go there. That works. Okay. I do think he gets leveled up. Another gunner or a power cell. High HP. The thing is, radiation it's a percentage damage, isn't it? I'd have to double check the tooltip, but I think it's percentage damage, so high HP doesn't actually save you that much either. You think I downplayed the janitors too much? Maybe. I wish you could scrub off the radiation damage that you've taken. I think having a little more damage is probably better than a tiny amount more power. All right, let's see how we go. Man, I'm gonna feel really bad if we don't even make it to 10. Yeah, the problem is, Mello, that we can heal giant chunks of health, but we can't do that when they've already taken it off via radiation. Speaking of radiation, there's a nuclear missile. Alright, I think Babel has discovered the current meta. And again, all of our healing was for naught because we were killed by radiation. That feels real bad, man. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, I was only going to do one run, but that was so bloody quick, I think we'll do a second. So, almost every one of our losses, except for the first one, was death by radiation. So I think we need to play a radiation build. You lose 2 max HP. Okay. Okay, well, that was not a great run, Mr. Drill Sergeant. What do we want to run for our next one? We could do another Renegade and go for the nuclear missile. We could go for one of the Ravaged Dredgemen and go for just generic. I mean, he starts with radiation. Like we said, if you can't beat him, join him, and then we'll figure out why it's so good. Maybe we'll do him. The question is, are we planning on doing a sewer mutant? I mean, I feel like you almost always end up as sewer mutant with him. So last time we did goo rifle, a crew pager, and the ostrich leaf. Okay, I think we're gonna keep the leaf. I don't think we're gonna go goo. I think we're actually gonna go affliction crystal. So this is every 6.5 seconds we deal damage to the enemy ship based on the number of debuffs on our ship. We have lots of items that will also give us debuffs, in addition to just debuffs being super easy. There's a character that gives extra max HP per mutated crew member, the Abomination. Yep. And I find mutations in general very strong. Like, very strong. Percentage HP, percentage scaling, cooldown reduction. I think it's all good. Do we stick with the crew pager? That I don't think we do. Let me think. So our weapons, a lot of them use fuel. Extra item scaling. More percentage healing. Decrease the acid resistance of the enemy ship by 20%. I feel like that's probably a good one. So we're mainly going to go acid with some radiation as our secondary. So we're going to deal damage based on our debuffs. We're going to be slightly better at healing ourselves. So we're going to really be looking for the healing arm, which we would anyways. Okay, I think I like that build. It also gives both ships radiation, so that's pretty nice. Had one on the botanist pedal. Nice, yeah. You can also use the vent to push your radiation debuff onto the enemy too. So you'll still get hit by it, but at least you can get it off of you. Okay, let's do it. We'll do an abomination run. I'm so disappointed in that drill sergeant. That was frustrating because I feel like I didn't even get to play that run We just died to radiation before anything mattered. And the only thing we skipped there, because we were high HP, I went all the way up to being overweight. So it wasn't like my HP was low, and we didn't skip any percentage HP items. So the only thing I skipped was a janitor. Yeah, we had one the other day, Mello, where there was some cold that me and the enemy were passing back and forth. Okay, from what we have so far, I'm not McLovin' this, I'll tell you that. We'll take some extra hull.
Trial and error.
I do like getting some power. I really want a crew member though, so he's not going to waste his mutation. Or something that has some cooldown. We could snag the laser. If we don't take this and we reroll and don't get a weapon, it's almost certainly our loss. I'm a gambling man. That was not it. Okay, but we go like that. We can do better. If we go like that. Oh, it doesn't even matter for the chemical tank. We could up. Okay, we are going to want to pipe this thing. So that's a combo. I could not get it right now. Okay, what if we change
You
here?
enjoy this particular puzzle?
We'll keep this. Okay.
We've taken what we can. Onward.
Let's give that a try. And he did get a second weapon. This Babel made a grave mistake. Alright, get that radiation going, boys. Yeah, it's not gonna matter in this fight, I don't think. Yeah, the early acid is really nice too. It gives you a nice little head start. Okay, now if we do this, yeah, we saw somebody do it that did this to me the other day. So yeah, he had two of these setups, basically pumping into a core fragment. I do want a galvanized. I do need floor space, and I don't care about any of these other things. I think we're just gonna take the floor space. It's not the type I like, but that's fine. And also, hold on, we could buff this. That would have been better.
All is in order.
There we go. Nope, there we go. Okay, extra fuel isn't terrible. I definitely want a plate. I don't actually like the power cell in this setup. I think I'd rather have smokestacks. So I don't know if I want to keep buying those. We'll freeze it. We'll get our free reroll.
Possibilities, are we?
Okay, a scientist. I mean, we're definitely taking it so that we don't waste our mutation. Do that. Kind of a waste here. So we do that. Okay, I don't hate that. Cockpit could be nice. I think I'm gonna let that go. I don't hate getting some extra electricity to start with. I'm almost certainly gonna lose if I don't grab another weapon, and it is a different damage type. We'll just grab it for now. I'm probably gonna sell it. I'm trying to get myself in the habit of being willing to buy and sell things more than only buying exactly what I want and never getting rid of it. I do feel like that's something I could do better. Begin shoe with an early ion, and a slug cannon.
Are they aiming for other stellar objects?
I feel like we should be fine on this one, although she does have the healing.
Choke on your own filth.
No filth choking, please. Come on. Woof.
Dispose of this.
Selling is
biological
rarely
waste.
efficient. Yeah, but sometimes it's efficient to grab something that will make you win a run now and selling it later. You only get 5 hearts and there's no way to heal them. All right, the most important thing of the entire run. And I feel like we did not get anything particularly stellar for our current build. We're not really going to rely on weapons. Freight is fine. I mean, freight's fine. This is also a percentage health thing. So I'm kind of leaning towards that. We're not majorly doing that. That doesn't get us any radiation or anything. So that doesn't really open up anything I want. That doesn't open up anything. Gems. Now, gems could be good. This uses fuel, which is whatever, it's fine. Fires a drill, removes a buff on hit and deals double damage to armor. Or we could just grab the power scaling. Gems can give radiation acid. Yeah, we did a run where we had a bunch of gems that were doing that. I don't love these. I think it's either pallet, drill, or power crystal. We haven't done a drill run. Does that just add them to the store? Yeah, just to the store, not free ones. It also could get us cold, which is pretty powerful. Why is this thing always on sale? What are they trying to tell me? It's like the bargain bin choice.
We will have no need for these vessels.
All right, we'll drill it up. Okay, another scientist that's on sale.
A sharp mind thinks
Another
5 steps
repair. I
ahead.
do like the repair. I think I'm gonna grab the floor too while we can.
Trial and error.
It does give us HP even if I can't use it instantly. Okay, a coal chunk. I got $5. I think we buy the cockpit and we save these two. What would we put the coal chunk on? Probably this with the low cooldown, which I can't do. Drill, 4 or 5 seconds. That's not too bad. That is my fast one. And this would get us extra fuel. Fuel, yeah, let's do that. We're losing fuel currently. That gets us a little bit. Yeah, I guess that's fine. All right.
Conflict
I'm not
breeds
McLovin'
rage.
that.
We hunt.
I do feel like it hurts pretty bad when you get to your unique and you just don't see something that looks like, ooh, that's gonna be good. Then again, that's also where you can find some of the surprising builds when you're forced to do something weird. You can place the gems on the ground. Yep, totally. I wish there was like a gem bin or something, kind of like how we have the cargo pallet. Ooh, it's a DPS race this time, and it's our win. Now, do note, so far our radiation has not actually done anything. We're lowering their max HP where it doesn't matter. So far that has not done anything for us, despite how nasty it looks. Ah, the repair arm. All right, we got all kinds of goodies this time. Definitely gonna take the repair arm. Definitely gonna take some more repair. We're up to 5 repair. That's not nothing. This is just straight up DPS at the beginning of the fight, which is amazing. One of the stronger items in my opinion, actually. Being able to hit them at the beginning of battle. And it just says hit. Actually, it doesn't even say hit. Inflict, which means even if they're cloaked, they can't dodge that. All right, cockpit upgrade. I kind of want one of each pipe so that we can get the upgrades. I've never actually gone down the pipe upgrades, but that's pretty crazy. You can transfer a lot of time. Right now, I don't really have anything. I mean, I guess we could transfer off the power cell and into the laser. Hold on, I think we're gonna do some rearranging here.
Do you enjoy
If we
this
do that-
particular puzzle?
We do this. We do that. So some extra drill action. All right, let's try it.
Brace yourself.
I want, like I said, I wanted one of each of those pipes, so that gets it out of my hold. All right, welcome in. We're fighting the Chinese again with 4. Holy moly, 4 slug cannons. I'm telling you, slug cannons. I used to think they weren't that good. They're just really solid.
Broken.
No puns intended. They're just really solid. All right, now unfortunately, I think this is their win. I think. Oh, but he ran out of ammo. That was his win if he didn't.
Dispose of this
He would have been better combining some of those. I'll take it. I will take it.
Such fascinating results.
All right, well, speak of the devil. Item activates 40% chance to inflict a radiation. I'm definitely doing that. What's my next fastest? 7, 5, 6, 6. Oh, you can't put it in. I can't put coal in the chimney. I can't put it in my fuel pump. What are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? I don't know about that. Okay, inflict a random debuff and 20% from all healing sources. Yeah. I think I would even take that over the laser. And a weapon wing is probably a yes. All right, so put it here. We're gonna need to do some rearranging. Rearrange many things. I guess that doesn't matter where. Oh no, yes it does, right there. All right, all 3 of our weapons are now down here. We are not using any bullets at the moment. Please mutate the scientist. He's at 2 mutations. We have 50% all health restore. Oh, he's got the bad one. 2 seconds of cooldown addition. I hate that one. That one absolutely screws a lot of the captains where you want really low cooldown on them. And we do have another scientist. I do want to grab him. I'm gonna need somebody to mutate when he's done. We'll increase our healing. And then we got the internet is a series of tubes. I'm gonna freeze that. A starfire. Yep.
Contemplating
We are not going to be able to get mercenaries, so this is the only way I'll have to be able to kill crew members. And a sewer mutant. Now, even if you're not doing a major sewer mutant build, the acid link is actually still good. So I don't hate that. 35% upgrade scaling. It just depends though. I'm not sure that everything is affected by upgrade scaling. At least the tooltips don't seem to always indicate it. Hey Edward, how's it going, man? Hey Babel, see you're having fun with this. Dude, I have been really enjoying Down with the Ship. This has been like a sleeper hit for me. I thought I was gonna pick this up, do a couple like one-off videos and just move on. But this has been my game that I'm playing in my free time. So that says something. This and NTR, or NTE are the only 2 things I'm playing at the moment outside of YouTube content. Life hack, you can set up the factory tubes in a 0 shape with leading into 1 item. Yes, that's how I feel with the radiation builds, Leilani. When you just want to fire a mortar, and then they radioactive your love.
We've taken what we can. Onward.
That is a very unfortunately named game, I will definitely say. It reminds me of The Simpsons when Homer's like thinking of the name for Bart. And he's like, hold on, I want to make sure it doesn't rhyme with anything. And he checks everything except for fart. Okay, we are getting absolutely blasted, but I think we're better off. We're better off.
Our fate.
Our random debuff gave him a hack.
Exhilarating.
Okay, I will take it. All right, now I do want this, which means you gotta go because you are my other energy user. So I think we're just selling you. I guess the order doesn't matter here, so we'll plop you there. Definitely upgrading our captain. Actually, hang on. What is your upgrade? Yeah, see, he's not very exciting. Like, it's fine, but 3 extra armor, and I guess the acid does add up. It's not super exciting, though.
Herald of great change.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. You move here, you move there. He got coagulating blood. Health falls below 20%, gain 30 armor. That's not bad. Mutations are really strong. I feel like mutations are the best. Food is probably second. Then bananas, although I guess that's technically a food, but you get them from plants instead of from the cauldron. And then gems, or maybe the gems are probably ahead of fruit. Okay, we also have another plate. I think I will nab that. I do want that. And actually, 10 seconds. Okay, that is much quicker. If we're gonna do the radiation, I should do it up there. Okay, another pilot. I will take some more. I will take some more. I do really like this pneumatic puncher. I don't think it's for us though. We're already losing energy. Another scientist. I don't think we hold on to that. Got $4. I feel like the cockpit probably is better than a pipe. Although when we level this up again, that's almost an entire shot every 3.4 seconds. Freeze all the things. I try not to. I try not to. It's so hard. It's so hard. All right, Cross, what do you got? You got a cloaking device. All right, that'll do. We missed. All right, incoming.
Are they aiming?
All right, we blew up whoever was piloting. I feel like that was closer than it really had any right to be.
Biological waste.
Okay, I definitely want this. I have a feeling this is going to be weight. No. Okay. I like that we don't have any steel floors. And, oh, my Vince, my beloved. My absolute beloved. And you know what? Screw everybody. We're probably going to take the uranium plate. That may come back and get us. Because we could do that and then we can vent the radiation onto the enemy. If we do that... I don't like how that looks.
Do you enjoy this particular puzzle?
I mean, it's alright. Alright, I do like the idea of that upgrade. And I think getting some more healing would be good, so I don't want to mutant anybody, so he can come man the gun. Are we gonna uranium plate? If I get lucky and we shove the radiation onto the enemy, it's incredibly good. It is a lot of armor, which we don't otherwise have. And it's on sale.
Future possibilities, are we?
Yeah, I wish that was a Titan core. Undercity Ghoul. He's so weird to me. He's like a faster janitor, kind of. He has the debuff resistance, but not the debuff cleaning. But he also just goes faster with his irradiated blood. I have two power sources. We have the power cell and we have the smokestack, which I am not removing from at the moment. I think I will hold on to him. I think I will hold on to that.
Mind thinks 5 steps
And,
ahead.
or maybe the supply crate. All right, I'm gonna let the uranium go. I'm gonna let the fuel pump go. This gets us some of everything. He has a good mutation. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him locked. All right.
Conflict breeds creation. We hunt.
All right, well, he has a giant nuclear warhead. Hooray. We don't have an engine or anything, so the odds of us dodging that are like nil. We just have to have enough HP when it hits that we don't auto die.
Faster.
58 damage.
Hits.
All right, now, Vince, push that radiation out. Yeah, see, the radiation's affecting me, but not him, because I haven't got him 1 extra HP.
It hung on the flip of a coin. Exhilarating.
Oh, feels bad, man. It feels really bad. All right, surely we're gonna be at weight here. We're not.
All is in order.
Okay, maybe I've just been traumatized. All right, I would really like a rocket thruster. We're gonna have trouble fueling it though. Although we will grab this. Maybe we put that by the vent. Then we're gonna grab this. This will help. Helps, but doesn't solve the problem. We could grab an extra. Yep. There we go. That is gonna put more acid on us, but that's okay. We can vent it, hopefully.
Contemplating
Oh,
future
yes.
possibilities.
Hardened plate's
All
another
right.
one I've really come around on. That just percentage health is so good. I wish the game would prioritize to say what debuffs it prioritizes. I think it's just pure random. Or what if we had like, you know how we have a synthesizer that you can rotate? What if you had like a small vent that you could rotate and it would choose, like different rotations would be different debuffs. So you'd probably have radiation, acid, fire, and I guess rust? I don't know, I guess you're not allowed to take rust off, so I don't know. All right, this is too much. I gotta let this go. I'll buy one if we get a proper chance. Well, or I could just buy it now. Screw it. Screw it. We'll put it next to the scientist. He likes it. All right, pump. Just push the radiation right off of us.
Brace yourself for most momentous events.
Blue screen air. Oh, I hate those. All right, he's doing the trick where he's got the open slot so he can buff it from both sides. That's a lot of incoming fire. We did manage to shove the radiation off of us, so that's nice. Pretty solid on our part.
Dispose of this biological waste.
It could work like the EMP gun or the guided missile Shinosuke. Maybe at the beginning of the round you would get to pick what it cleansed, so you could look at the enemy ship and make a decision instead of doing the rotate thing. Okay, a waste factory. Probably not for us. I will go ahead and upgrade that. Yeah, inflict 2 random debuffs and 30% to our healing. Now, somebody else was mutated that also was increasing healing. And then you... All right, are we gonna hold on to the Undercity Ghoul? I think the answer is no. I don't see anything on here I want to combine at the moment. I think we're gonna let him go. I will grab the fuel pump. We are sucking away its cooldown. Okay, another radiation. It is probably better in this case to actually level this up. I don't really have anything else that's cycling super fast that I can put it on. Definitely hold that.
Sharp mind thinks 5 steps.
We're not doing sewer tube. I would like some more electricity. Having the deflect, because we need to survive while our dots take care of people. Okay, you are also kind of not doing it for me. I could switch you to electricity if we got that, while still maintaining the acid. I'll think about it.
We've taken what we can.
All right, so we're already on 8 wins, despite the fact that... See, I felt our last run was a way better build, but we just got steamrolled. This time around, I feel like we have a super jank build, but we're doing really well.
My wounds will scar. You will die. Like all life, we need fuel to move.
We do need fuel to move, you're right. Yeah, we need to get off that fuel. Okay, that was good. That fight, our radiation did make a difference.
The xenograph.
Don't jinx it. My middle name is Jinx. Okay, I think you have to come off because we want to get this on. Yeah, just to alleviate the fuel problems a little bit. 2.5. Yeah, it's way more DPS. Okay, bye-bye to you.
We could only evolve beyond
Okay,
currency.
coal. What is my next fastest thing? 6, 4. Okay, it's gonna be you. Although, I probably should put the radiation on you. Or we could level it up. That would be another option. Yeah, I don't think so yet. Okay, apply a random mutation to any crew member. Okay, I already can mutate people, and actually I've already mutated him to max. I'm gonna need some more space. I'm gonna chance it. Please don't be the +2 seconds. Please don't be the +2 seconds. Inflict 1 acid on the enemy ship. Okay, kind of weak, but it's not horrible. Okay, cold would be cool, and we are using 3 weapons, but like, where would it go? I mean, I could make that work. I could make that work. Extra damage, 40% chance to do cold on hit. And you are multi-hit, you are multi-hit, you are not multi-hit. I like the idea of the cold. Acid lifelink would be nice. Okay, surely that's gonna be weight, yeah. I think we do need to go with some weight on this one though. I really feel like we just don't have enough room for what I need. All right, this is gonna be pretty dang janky. I think I'm gonna freeze you.
Future possibilities, are we?
And you. Do I actually care about finding this as fast? I guess so. Then again, you really don't do anything special whatsoever. I maybe should switch that up, that we're buffing something different. You can combine 2 of your plates for space. That is true. Okay, and you can get back on the ship. All right, and we'll just do this so that's not wasted. We'll mutate him up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Imperium. I'm gonna have to use the elbow We're gonna have to use the elbow piece to do it because otherwise this
budget
I can't
runs
drag it,
dry.
but I won't be able to hit it with the array because it's gonna have to go right here if we want to hit that. So we'll have to get the elbow piece in here. Yeah, we'll do that rebuild next round.
The plan is set. Let us execute it.
All right, a little bit of weight, but not bad. We're not really super reliant on our speed. Once the dots are up, the dots are up. Nice, we gave him a hack. I love that we can vent hacking into him somehow. I have literally no idea how that would work. Okay. Better than expected.
Biological waste. You have made progress on your
And
own.
there's our 10 wins. Again, I feel like we have an absolute crap build, and yet we just perfect our way through that. Am I crazy? Or does it feel like the radiation acid thing is just really, really, really good? I feel like our other build was so much cooler with the missiles and the mortars and the auto dying every battle before anything could happen. Okay, let's all just be incredibly sad while we figure this out. So this has to go here if we're gonna do it. That means that has to go there if I want to do that. That means that goes there to feed that. All right, we're not going to be able to buff any of these as I am, but we could do that. Actually, we could do that. And we can still siphon off into here. Okay, we're gonna need to move more around, unfortunately. I guess it's gonna have to be you. I don't love that, if I'm being honest. Do not love that. Got an extra spot here. We do have a combine there. Let's do that so I see that easier. Okay, that is everything set. So now we have cold debuffs on all of our weapons. We're raising the speed of this one. We're raising the speed of that one. I'm still increasing the radiation multiple ways. This is a little bit wasted, but there's not... Well, no, there is something I could do. That doesn't change anything.
Trial and error.
That really doesn't change anything. Double backspace? I don't think we need to double backspace. Those are not good smoke stacks. Well, I agree, but there's not going to be stellar ones to be had. We could do that, that, and then that. That's a little bit better. Still not perfect. You don't need it. You have it. You could actually use it. There we go. Yeah, the fact that this doesn't need it's kind of a big monkey wrench. Now, I do like the idea of the discharge fluid. Gross. But we need space. I like the idea of a janitor, but we need space. Let's get the tube. Every 3.575 seconds, we transfer 5 seconds of charge. I wonder if we can actually create charge or if this is going to be empty and we don't get any. I don't know how that works.
We can never escape probability.
Okay. I will take that, and I will take that. Okay, we actually could combine those up for a janitor. I think I still would rather have the plate, but I'm going to hold on to him. That's another ghoul, not an abomination. All right, let's do it.
Breeds creation. We hunt.
So one of the bonuses of running the command center is you can't kill people in the command center. So we're only going to be able to kill his janitor. I hate that. Uh-oh. We are getting DPS quite badly. Now our radiation is doing stuff. Notice how he keeps healing up to the radiation, but I think he's gonna out DPS me. Yeah. That's so unfortunate. We couldn't kill any of those other crew members. And he was sidearming me and bionic hearting me. Yeah. Yeah, bionic heart plus some weapons seems like a really interesting build. Having that burst on there. Maybe the goo gun or the ion beam, just so you could stun more or get extra acid via that. I would probably want to take the bionic heart on somebody who generates electricity naturally. Okay, definitely upgrading the arm. I think we're gonna combine you and grab you.
Testing other variables, I see.
Yes, please. And we'll freeze you. And we might be able to use you. Bionic heart with the tribe mother. Why specifically with the tribe mother? She generates fuel naturally. Are you just saying because of the combustion engines? Or the large amount of people? I think bionic heart and merchant could be pretty good too. Double activations, double drums. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Does burst actually mean 2 activations, or does burst just mean that you get the effect twice? I don't actually know the answer to that. Because if you're right, that would be absolutely insane. And then you would go with the Ravaged Dredgeman, and you could get those undersea ghouls with the 3-second cooldown. And like every 3 seconds, or less, it would definitely be less. Burst is double activations. So you do get double drums, huh? I'm gonna have to try that. I'm definitely gonna run that build. Tribal Mother's probably my favorite at the moment. I want it to be Igor, but I've never gotten enough healing to make Igor work. I feel like he has so much potential though. Even for the radiation thing, because he can raise his max HP. Maybe you could just raise your max HP past the radiation.
Brace yourself for most momentous events.
All right, mutant versus mutant. Okay, he's got way more acid than I have. And more HP. But hey, we've hacked him. Okay, we're both feeling the effects of radiation.
Cracked open.
He has way more on me. I think he has it though. Yeah, close. We were really close. We had him super low once. We need some more radiation sources. All right, definitely will take this. Level you up. All right, can I fit you without 2 weight? No. Okay, hold off on that. Okay, so I'm gonna let that go. I just don't think we're gonna fit this. I don't think we're gonna fit that. Okay, percentage HP, yes. Extra speed, yes. Yeah, these guys, if you can get these on the Tribal Mother or just on any drum build, are insane. I don't like them normally, but yeah, in that case, they start at 3 seconds and they're gonna go much faster. The Binding Heart thing also seems crazy. You do need the power. Well, the nice thing for that though, combustion engines are a stronghold item and they're very good. I think level 1 is like 4 electricity and it gives you like a rust and a heat, and you love heat and you can use the rust, so it's not that big a deal. You would do 2 weight for the discharge fluid? I think I'm a little weight scared. I did a couple runs when I first started where I didn't understand the mechanic, and I definitely was losing because I was too slow. So maybe I've swung too far in the other direction on my weight. Look, guys, I'm trying to watch my weight.
We've taken what we can. Onward.
That mud pie I had today definitely didn't help. All right, what do we got? We got a crackling core. Man, again, I wish we had gotten that on our electricity build. That would have been so cool. Okay, so far we're getting out DPS. It does look like our radiation's helpful, but yeah, we just don't have enough radiation. It's just not high enough.
Do not let them ruin
I haven't skipped any radiation sources. I do want that noted. So we just haven't got what we needed. Okay, I feel like that was luck.
Dispose of this biological waste. Yes. The
Crackling core with a smokestack? Yeah. Okay, upgrade any item. I think it's right here. Now we double our radiation input. That would be good too, but I think we're trying to do the radiation, so we're gonna do that. All right, we are fully mutated. Switch you out.
Enjoy this
What'd you get?
particular puzzle.
20 health and 2 acid. All right. Yeah, we're starting 2 acid here. And a radiation. Sure. I don't know how that works. Did we knock somebody off? I feel like we knocked off the other mutation. I think these are what he already had. Another. Ooh.
Excellent. A sharp mind thinks 5 steps ahead.
Ooh. Okay. Yes. 3 radiation. All right. We've tripled our radiation application. And I will level you.
Accolades are fine, but I crave results.
15 armor and 4 acid. Hi. We're not really doing cloning thing. Yeah, we're not really a sewer mutant build. We're trying to do radiation.
The plan is set. Let us execute it.
I do think that the sewer mutant build is better, and maybe just with some sprinkling of radiation. Oh, and well, here you go. We were just talking about this. A tribal mother with freight engines. Oh, laddie. Oh, laddie. And he's gonna use these guys. Yep, look at this. Undercity Ghoul. This is exactly what I was talking about. And he's gonna use the Undercity Ghouls to actually speed up Leica. So she's actually not as slow as normal. This is really good build. 3 smokestack. Are you Bionic Heart? Oh, you're not. I was expecting it seeing the 3 smokestacks. What are you smoking? The network. Okay, so we're gonna get hacked really, really badly. And then wormed. I don't think we win this. Unless we kill her before the drum, but having that many Undercity Ghouls, I think this is gonna be a super, super fast worm. And remember, it only gets faster as they get heat and the shaman procs. We are almost a first worm. I don't think we survive it.
I walked through sandstorms as a child. This is nothing.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Stronghold really likes Dredgeman. And I feel like Renegade really likes the Imperium or the Valerian or whatever. I feel like those two have the best, like, crossovers. Okay, our radiation is definitely doing work here. She keeps healing up to it.
Like all life,
It does seem like the worm's damage is low enough. Can we hold? Heal? Heal? Nice.
Dispose of
That
this
was a really good drum build, though. I think we just lucked out on that. You are also way higher ranked than I am. 610. We are playing ranked, by the way. Alright, 12 wins, 2 losses. Yeah, no drum upgrades. We got a max level drum the other night. That was pretty dang cool. Alright, double upgrades. I think we just take them. Be nice that we keep our shield, even if it's just a little one. I guess we'll take the scientist.
We can never escape probability.
Okay, we are losing fuel, but I'm okay with that. More speed and heat quicker.
Conflict breeds creation.
Yeah, I'm not enamored with this build, I'll be honest. I just don't think we got the secret sauce. Maybe if we got an abomination. Maybe if we had a higher level vent. Oh, he got that asteroid. God, I want to do a Gatling gun asteroid build. but I've never got the two at the same time. That drill's doing pretty good with it. Look at that. Those are 15 damage asteroids. And they are affected by his ammo. He's hitting me for 19 with them, or 21 now. I can't tell. I can't tell. I think we're gonna win via radiation, though. We need more radiation application, though. It's too slow. Come on, heal, heal, heal. No! Okay, notice what he had going on here, though. I want to look at that. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plates, and he didn't combine any of them. That's interesting. So he was really in... When your first item activates during battle. I don't know about that one. It's the fact that you can't control what gets that. And a little bit of healing. So he's just using this to try to remove a lot of debuffs, I guess, and like some stun resist. He's doing the radiation thing too via gems. I'm actually shocked we lost that one. I think the drill, in fact, hold on. I want to see... Yeah, the asteroid. I was gonna say, I feel like the asteroids did most of the damage. And yes, the asteroids did do most of the damage. Our biggest damage was actually the affliction crystal. That is not good. That is really not good. Very interesting on his part, though. I would not have guessed that would have been a win.
Testing
the asteroids.
variables, I see.
Oh, okay. Don't call it a comeback. And you know what? We're gonna lead hole. We're gonna lead hole. How are we gonna make this work? We're gonna knock you over one. Okay, that works. Okay, actually, we might even take this off because we're gonna have to power this bad boy. That.
The makings of a fine warship.
All right, we'll figure this out. All right, that clears up 5 weight for us, including our new lead hole. We're gonna be tickling so many dragons, you don't even know. You don't even know. All right, we definitely want the vent. Actually, I probably want the HP first. Okay, we have 4 spots left. If we do you and you... I don't think we're gonna do the rocket anymore. This does the same thing. Very expensively, though. And no heat. But the heat's okay. We're never gonna have enough fuel for that. Alright, I think we do galvanized. Oh, and actually I can fit both. And I actually have enough for that. I'm doing it. We're doing lead. All right, we have more radiation. What's the fastest? 7 seconds. 3. Ooh. Yes, please. And actually, 3.6, 3.26. And actually, that's faster. There we go. All right, now those are only percentages, but still. Now we go big. We go so big. We're gonna be like a lead balloon. This is also kind of something that interests me more. As we go higher and higher, we should see more and more cloaking. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. All right.
Brace yourself for most momentous.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is one of the better items in the game. Getting those freight engines is crazy. Just a casual 18 acid on me right off the bat. All right, get to it, cleaners. I've already got 11 radiation on him. Okay, I've cleared all my own radiation. He's up to 18. Oh, here comes the nuclear missile. Uh-oh. Okay, didn't hit that hard, but... Oh, the heal. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Oh, and we cloak right when we die. Yeah, just too much incoming damage on that. That is disappointing. Again, our affliction, because we just don't have enough outgoing damage to pair with our radiation.
We have been bent. We shall not be fractured.
Yes, Lich, thank you. Explaining the pun. I used to tell my friends, if you don't laugh at my joke, I'm going to explain it. And that was a threat. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm not even joking. There we go. All right, well now we have 20% radiation resistance, which I have no idea what that actually means. Maybe I need to do some research on what resistance actually is doing. It should be lowering the amount we take, but how does that work? Does the game actually track decimals and just not show it? Some more repair.
What fine quality.
Tesla coil. I don't think we can power this, unfortunately. Tesla coil, I think, is a really cool build, too. You are a legendary, so you're not tied to a faction. But lightning strike, scanning lifelink, and crack is very interesting. This plus a nuclear core could be a cool build. Maybe stop speeding up the core. Oh, that's true. We're not firing the radiation off of that anymore, so we don't actually need to do that. We could change things up. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, and you know what we could do? What if we did this? We could speed up our radiation. That's another pretty big jump in speed. Okay, you don't matter. Okay, you're getting one already. Let's shift that there. You don't matter for speed. You don't matter for speed. I'm just looking if there's something we can move that would help. Not really. We got lots of space, though. We got lots of space. All right, well, unfortunately, lots of space, but not a lot to put on it.
We've taken what we can.
We are down to our last life, too. So 12 wins and 4 losses so far.
Oh, I love hitting from the shadows.
I will say, these people, remember the run we did where we had 35 seconds of cloak? The suppressor would be a really cool item if you knew we were going to do that kind of build. It does, I think, 30% bonus damage while firing from cloaked. But I think it would only be worthwhile if you're that kind of build, which means basically you're a cargo build. And just try to alpha strike them while you're still cloaked. Okay, sadly, as a percentage of HP, I seem to be losing the radiation. I seem to be losing the radiation run here. Maximum HP, though, we're still about 60 ahead of him. We're both having the same problem. Okay, we actually got a cloak.
That's too many blinking lights for my liking.
Oh, we are so close to dead. We have a bunch of hack on us, too. If that procs, we die. Come on, come on. Oh! 1 HP! He had exactly the amount he needed. Mutation chamber doors added to the shop. Well, I don't think either one of these builds were incredible tonight. I definitely think the radiation question is still in play, though. I definitely feel like that seems to be the big meta at the moment. At least at our, I almost call it MSRP, at our ranking. All right, well, I mentioned earlier, but we are going to have a little bit shorter stream tonight. I do need to do a recording because I couldn't record earlier since there was a chance that we were going to turn off the power due to a fire. So, yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Yeah, clear something. Unclear about radiation. It's odd. Yeah. You know what? Before we zip out of here, is there... So we have the codex, but the codex doesn't actually... Yeah, that's not... Ooh. I've never been to this screen before. Are we getting more factions? Excuse you? We're gonna have more factions. All right, well, that was awesome. Item charge rate in bonuses, bulk production of small items, some sort of alien thing. Oh my goodness. Well, that's cool. I was gonna say, I want to see if we have a glossary and okay, for radiation. Radiation. That's not helpful. I need to know the actual mechanics that's going on here and the resistances. Okay, these are just the tooltips. This isn't gonna help me. All right, builders, everyone's homework is to go figure out how resistances work, and especially in regard with radiation, and then report back. My plan is on Friday, we're gonna do an early stream, and we're gonna probably, like 70% chance, we're gonna start our next Shadow Empire game. So it's gonna be an early Friday stream, so we can kind of do a longer one to make a good start. Wednesday, I don't know what it's gonna be. There's a decent chance it's gonna be some more Down with the Ship. I've been quite enjoying this. Might be something else, we'll see. All my plans keep getting scrapped because of people sending me keys, so suffering from success, I suppose. Okay, just catch up on chat before I head out. Congratulations to Lich for rank 3. Pretty sure a percentage reduction in damage or effect. Not sure it's rounded up or down. Well, if it's rounded up, then it doesn't help. 20% of 1 is 0.8, and if they're rounding it up to 1, then that doesn't matter. You'd have to have 60% radiation reduction. Yeah, like I said, we just need to know the formula for that, because it matters quite a bit. Okay, guys, well, thanks for hanging out on a holiday. I appreciate it. Hopefully there'll be a members first video coming up tonight that will be releasing tomorrow, assuming I can get it recorded tonight and processed and everything. And if I don't see you there, then I will see you on Wednesday for whatever we end up streaming. All right, guys, hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a good day off. Hope you had a day off. And I will catch you on Wednesday. Babel out.